Lay it down as a general rule, Harriet, that if a woman doubts as to whether she should accept a man or not, she certainly ought to refuse him. But do not imagine that I want to influence you. Oh no, I am sure you are a great deal too kind to, but if you would just advise me. What I had best do. It will be safer to say no, perhaps. Do you think I had better say no? Not for the world, said Emma. Smiling graciously, would I advise you either way? You must be the best judge of your own happiness. Harriet turned away confused. And stood thoughtfully by the fire. And though the letter was still in her hand, it was now mechanically twisted about without regard. Emma waited the result with impatience, but not without strong hopes. At least, with some hesitation. Harriet said, Miss Woodhouse, as you will not give me your opinion, I must do as well as I can be myself, and I am now quite determined to. Refuse Mr. Martin. Do you think I am right? Perfectly right, my dearest Harriet. While you were at all in suspense, I said nothing about it, because I would not influence. But it would have been the loss of a friend to me. I could not have visited Mrs. Robert Martin of Abbey Mill Farm. Now I am secure of you forever. You could not have visited me, she cried, looking aghast. Thank you, my own sweet little friend. I am quite determined to refuse him. But how shall I do? What shall I say? Emma advised it. It's being written directly. The looking over his letter again, in replaying to it, had such a softening tendency that it was particularly necessary to brace her up with a few decisive expressions. And she was so very much concerned. At the idea of making him unhappy. And thought so much of what his mother and sisters would think and say, and was so anxious that they should not fancy her ungrateful, that Emma believed if the young man had come in her way at that moment, he would have been accepted after all.